check, mic check. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to the P-Ave Perspective. I'm your host, Mr. O'Neill. Happy Thursday. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Whether you're tuning in, watch the live video, or whether you're checking out the video on YouTube, I appreciate everybody for tuning in and checking this out. So how's everybody been doing this week? Hope everybody been good. Hope the kids doing good. Hope like treating everybody right, man. For real. For real, for real. But today we back with another topic, and honestly, of all the stuff I've talked about since I've been doing this little live stream, I really feel like this is the most important topic that I've ever discussed. And I've been contemplating it for a long time because our youth need to hear this, man. Our young men need to hear this. You know what I'm saying? It's so much going on. And I just recently watched on the news where a fella out of California, I don't say names, but a fella out of California who is a Rolling 60s Crip, was recently indicted for extorting people. And one of the main things that ran me hot about that was that this guy portrayed to be an OG who was focused on, you know what I'm saying, hold on just a minute. Let me check somebody. Leave my baby alone. Please. But yeah, I had to check them about messing with my grandbaby. But like I said, this is crucial because at the end of the day, our youth are being misled. They're being misled all the way around, man. They're being misled by their parents who are teaching them a bunch of bull. They're being misled by the schools who are teaching them a bunch of bull. They're being misled by the people they come in contact with outside of their homes when they're not at home and when they're not at school. And it's crazy because young black males are the most attacked. Literally, they are the most hunted right now. And the fact that they have a target on their back, along with the fact that they're being misled, we see the results. We see the results. We have more young black men, you know what I'm saying, committing serious violent crimes and being locked up. And we have so many black men that aren't even making it to see manhood. And this shit is not cool. This shit is not cool. And it's like, as men right now, not only do we have the outside forces that are against us, we have the people close to us that are against us. We have our mothers, you know what I'm saying, damaged mothers who are damaging young black men. We have absentee fathers who are playing a role in damaging young black men, along with the fact that this system is fucking them up. And something needs to be said. Something needs to be said. Something needs to be done. It's really time. It's time out for talking. You know what I'm saying? If you are a black woman and you are raising a young black male, you need to do whatever is in your power to make sure that young black man is exposed to positive male role models. True enough, a woman can teach a man certain things. She can teach him respect. She can teach him how to treat. She can teach him a lot of stuff, but she cannot teach him how to be a man. And the fact that so many black women are damaged because of black men, that mindset, that mentality, those emotions, you're destroying your child. And I went through that as a youngster, being raised by damaged women. And let me tell you, it handicaps us. That puts us at a disadvantage because we are not given the tools that we need as young black men to overcome the bullshit that we face in life. And something got to be done about it. Something got to be done about it. So tonight, as always, it's time we discuss it. And not only discuss the problems, but more importantly, discuss the solutions. Let me say this to my young black men. I know the struggle. I come from the struggle. I know the streets. I come from the streets. I believe that during my time, when I first jumped off the porch and got in the streets, I believe that was the worst time ever because that was the beginning and the upstart of the crack era, the crack cocaine era. And that was one of the worst eras ever. I talk about it all the time. But I understand your pain. I understand your struggle because I've been there. And God knows it took so much for me to be here today and not be a statistic. Trust me, I've been to prison. I've done over 10 years in prison. I've gave over 10 years of my life to prison and nearly sold my soul. just trying to make it, just trying to survive in that world, in that hood world. And let me say this, man, that is a totally different world. I recognized that when I got out of that and got into the real world. The hood is a totally different world. When I describe it to my son, I describe it as a jungle full of wild animals. And he really think I be exaggerating, but he would never know the half of it. But let me say this off the top. Everybody talk about the streets. Everybody talk about the game. Everybody talk about, the whole hood image. And let me say this. The game is bullshit. The game is bullshit. Everybody want to play the game. Everybody want to, know the game. Everybody want to, the game is bullshit. Let me say this off the top. The only way that you have a chance of beating the game or beating the streets is if you don't play it. Simple as that. And see, that's the thing that nobody never told me. You know what I'm saying? My dad who raised me, he was a street dude. You know what I'm saying? He knew how to make it. He knew how to survive. He knew how to thrive in the streets. So he gave me what he could. But he never taught me how to get out of it. He never taught me how to get out of it. And because he was a street dude, he really couldn't, give me the game or to give me the knowledge that I needed to avoid that shit altogether. But I'm proud to say I'm still here today, partly because of him and what he gave me, and more importantly because of God and what God saw me through. So let's get into it. But like I said, the first thing I want to discuss, and I had this discussion all the time with my son, there is a difference between being hard and being smart. It's not about being hard all the time. You have to know when to be smart, no matter what. That's the key to making it in anything we do. The mental, man. We have to have a strong mental. And us as black men, our mental is destroyed before we even, get a chance to flex, or before we even get a chance to really pursue it. So I get it, man. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I was the same young guy that they told, oh, you got to make people respect you. You got to, not let people play with you. You know what I'm saying? And all that. And I agree with that. But the miseducation part starts when you get into feeding into the violence and feeding into the bullshit. So, like I said, I can go back, man, to my childhood. I can look at all the hard people. I can look at all the stiff people. I can look at all the gangsters. I can look at all of them. And right now, I can tell you, they one of three places. Either one, they dead and gone, and they never got to fully, realize their potential in life. Number two, they in prison. And when I say in prison, I mean in prison not only physically, but mentally. Institutionalized. And the third, you got some of them that's walking around out here right now that are so brain dead and so emotionally gone that they not any good for themselves or anybody else. And that's a lot of these, so-called OGs out here. Like I was speaking on earlier, with the rolling 60s OG. Like, how do you go through all of that and go through what you went through as a youth coming up and see how hard you had it, but then you're willing to lead other young black men down that same path? That is crazy to me. That just shows me how damaged people are. Because like they say, when they say damaged people or hurt people, that's the ultimate form of damage. Imagine me going through all that I went through, having to overcome all that I've overcame, having to endure everything that I endured, only to brag about it to some youngsters and entice them to do some shit like that because it was hard or because it was cool. That shit is retarded, man. That shit is retarded. It's crazy, but the streets don't have retirement plan. The streets don't have, like really you can't win. Really you can't win. And I'm telling you this because I actually played both sides of the fence when it comes to this. I was smart book-wise, I was smart knowledge-wise, I was smart game-wise. But I also fell into that trap of feeling like I had to be hard, to show people that they couldn't play with me, to show people that they couldn't disrespect me, you know what I'm saying, and all that. I had to be respected in the streets. So that's why I'm able to tell this story, because I played both positions. But I'm here to tell you, there are people who chose not to play the game. Flat out not to play. You know what I'm saying? Flat out not to play. And just like I tell you, hard and smart. I looked at people when I was young, and I would watch people, you know what I'm saying, get into conflicts and get into fights, and those people would run. And run from the fight. And I ain't gonna lie, in the hood mentality, that's some of the worst stuff you could do. That's some of the worst stuff you can do is run, because people call you a coward, people say you scared, people say you all that. But as an adult, I see a lot of times that was smart. That was avoiding violence. That was avoiding the bullshit and the conflict. And that was smart. And I'll tell you why, because I know one guy in particular I watched run home a lot of times. And I even said, oh, he's scared. Oh, he running. You know what I'm saying? Like, he this and that third. But at the same time, I finally saw somebody chase him into a corner. And when they chased the guy that I thought was a coward into that corner, that guy turned into an animal and beat the brakes off the dude who was chasing, shocked everybody. And I finally, you know what I'm saying, got a chance to talk to the dude and ask him, like, bro, why were you doing all that running? Why were you running, you know what I'm saying, if you can fight like that? And the dude simply said, man, I don't like fighting. I'm not about that. And that was one of the realest things I ever heard, man. That was one of the realest things I ever heard. And people that were raised up with me can tell you. After I had that experience with that guy, I saw stuff altogether different. I realized that just because the guy didn't want to fight didn't make him a coward. I realized that just because the guy chose to go in the house and stay in the house away from the bullshit that was going on outside, he wasn't scary. I learned that when shit got ready to pop off, you know what I'm saying, some of those people that said, man, I ain't got time for this, let me get myself out of this situation, I realized, man, that they were smart instead of hard, man. And a lot of those people right now that were smart back then are well off right now. Those are the ones that have the good relationships, successful, you know what I'm saying, jobs, you know, nice homes, that's living life to the fullest with no worries. But I told you where the hard niggas at. I told you where they at. Look it up. Look it up. Niggas die every day trying to be hard. That's not what's up. That's not what's up, man. That's not what's up. Like I said, the streets don't love you. The streets do not love you. The block do not have a retirement plan. And at the end of the day, being smart will take you so much further than being hard ever will. Trust me. And just like I said, I know you're probably saying, oh man, you don't know. Man, I done been there. I done done that. I made it. I made it, man. You go back to the guys I grew up with, to them, I was one of the hardest, you know what I'm saying, guys in the hood. But just like I said, I tell people all the time, one of the main things that got me through all of that was fear. Fear. And just like I tell people, if you don't have a measure of fear in certain situations, then you probably retarded. And I know they don't like us saying it, but you probably a special needs child. Just to keep it real. If you don't know when to be scared, or if you've never been scared, that's probably something seriously wrong with you. Fear is one of the main reasons I'm still here today. Because I wasn't scared to run, to get away from problems. I wasn't scared, you know what I'm saying, to get out of problems. Yeah, I was scrapped with the best of them. But being hard ain't always the problem. And I see people nowadays, I see people like this, it's so crazy nowadays. They got y'all on some bull. I don't know what they got y'all on. I see people get jumped now, you know what I'm saying, on videos, and people laugh about it. And people, you know what I'm saying, oh, he got beat up. When you get jumped, you know what I'm saying, by a couple of people, you how the fuck, you know what I'm saying, do that count against you? But they told you supposed to be hard. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be able to run it. You supposed to be, that's bullshit. All that's bullshit. And that's why our kids are frying and dying today, man. And they ain't, what is the system doing? They ain't doing nothing we know, especially in Shreveport. They trying to change the laws so they can lock them up younger. They gonna be done with it. All the ones that don't die, they gonna lock their ass up. And that includes your child too. I just looked at the news the other day. You know what I'm saying? Had a young guy, you know what I'm saying, just got out of prison. Mom was so happy. She posted on social media about her baby being home, and she's so happy. Not even a week later, I don't think, you know what I'm saying, he done nutted up and killed his mom and killed his brother. Where do y'all think that come from? That's the prison mentality. It drove him. It drove him. This shit drives us crazy. We don't understand it. We don't see it. But as young black men, as women, like this hood shit, all this miseducation and all this bullshit that going on around us, that shit literally drives us crazy. We not no more good. A lot of us ain't no good now, walking around here thinking we on. But we not. But then we wonder, wow, what's wrong with these kids? I don't understand these kids. These kids are a product of us and our bullshit. For real. Say, man, check this out. If you really just want to be hard, the hardest thing you could do is stay free, stay alive, put yourself in position to control your future, man. That's what being smart looks like. That's what being smart looks like. But if you want to be hard, do that, man. Make a commitment now to do the right thing, do the smart thing, to avoid the bullshit, to stay away from the people that's on the bullshit. That's the hardest thing you can do in life, man, I guarantee you. And the hood ain't gonna tell you that. Because like we see now, the hood is made for crash outs. The hood is made for crash outs. That's why they, oh man, if I was you, I wouldn't let them do me like that. Or if I was you, I would do this. Or oh man, you let them do you like, that's bullshit. All of it is bullshit. All of it is bullshit. This illegal shit. You know what I'm saying? To you boys out there still telling these boys to sell drugs. Man, that shit is dead. That shit is dead. That drug shit is out. You know what I'm saying? They killing people for $10 bags of weed now. That shit is out. It's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. I saw that a long time ago. When you have to deal with the police, you have to deal with the jackers, you have to deal with all that negativity that go on with that shit, it's not even worth it. The money that you're making from it is not even worth it. You will be better suited going to get you a job at McDonald's, because at least you know you're doing the right thing and you're not bringing no negativity on yourself. You're not bringing no bad karma on yourself. Go get you a job, man. That street shit is not what's up. They lied to you. A real man don't have to prove himself to nobody but himself. And I've always stood on that. Even when I was out there in the streets filing wild, I knew I never had to prove nothing to anybody. I was competing against myself, being a better me every day. That was my stiffest competition. I never competed with somebody else because I can't beat them and they can't beat me. And y'all have to realize that, man. Y'all looking at these rappers, y'all looking at these entertainers, y'all looking at these, you know what I'm saying, people on this social media, and y'all, you know what I'm saying, they pushing these rappers and shit as role models. They put y'all want to be like these rappers. Y'all want to be like these so-called street dudes and everything like that. And if we really look at it for what's real, ain't none of them motherfuckers street, because all the motherfuckers snitching and telling shit right now. It ain't no rules to the game, and look at it. That's why snitching is so cool now. You know what I'm saying? There's no rules to the game. There's no rules to the streets. That's why you can't play the game. That's why I got out of the game a long time ago, and I decided I'll be broke and square before I play in them streets again, because them streets is deadly, man. And there's not enough out there, you know what I'm saying, to make me risk my life. So that's what y'all have to realize, man. That's what y'all have to realize. Y'all have to learn to love yourself enough to avoid that bullshit, man. Avoid all that bullshit. But next, I want to touch on the difference between a real nigga and a real man. Because we got this twisted, these females running around. I'm going to say this, just on the females. Think about it. Most of the females now, you know what I'm saying, who are bitter because of men, they are bitter because of real niggas. Those are the real niggas. The niggas who, you know what I'm saying, study fucking up, going back and forth to prison, getting babies, and not taking care of their babies. You know what I'm saying? Out here running around like they hard, you know what I'm saying, and like they tough, you know what I'm saying, and instigating unnecessary bullshit. Those are the real niggas, man. Those are the real niggas. Those are, you know what I'm saying, that's what the women wanted. They wanted real niggas, and that's what they got. That's why they damaged and complaining now, brother. It's not about being a real nigga. It's not about being a real nigga. That's the fakest shit going right now, because if you ask, everybody is real. Everybody is real. We not on that shit no more. It's time to be a real man. It's time for you to make a choice. Now, even I don't care what age you are. I don't care what age you are. It's time for you to make a personal decision that I want to be a real man. I don't want to be a real nigga. Because who is niggas real to? Let's keep it real. Who are these real niggas real to? Half of these real niggas can't be real with themselves. They don't take care of their kids. They, you know, have no goals, have no morals, have no values, and don't bring shit to life. A lot of them shouldn't even be allowed to breathe the same air a lot of us breathe, because that's a waste of air. It is nothing solid in 2025 about being a real nigga. Look at them. Look around you. All the real niggas is on social media telling shit, you know what I'm saying, to try to prove to nobodies that they are real. Trying to prove to people who could care less that they are real. So you telling all your old stories and telling how hard you was and telling how you went to the pen and you was knocking niggas out and all this, but I know some real hard niggas that was down there getting knocked off. I know some real niggas that was down there having sex with boys. And say, like Vegas, what go on in the penitentiary, stay in the penitentiary. That is not no real nigga shit. That is not no real man shit. That is real nigga shit. I see boys out here misleading these boys, you know what I'm saying, selling them these fairy tales, you know what I'm saying, still want to be rappers and trappers and all this bullshit. That's bullshit. That's not real man shit. Because a real man is not going to put himself in those situations to be locked up, man. Think about that. Real men have morals. Real men want to live life. Real men want to have things. You can't do that with drugs. They taking that shit. You got the jackers coming to take it. The police gonna take it from you right along when they taking your motherfucking life or taking your freedom. That's not no real men shit. Real men, know what I'm saying, are educating themselves. Real men are on point. You know what I'm saying? Trying to better themselves. Trying to better themselves financially. Trying to better themselves mentally, emotionally. Trying to better themselves physically, man. That's real man shit. That's what it's all about. That real nigga shit, that's bum shit. Y'all can have that. Anybody that still want to be a real nigga, you can have that. Stay your real ass away from me. I'm not dealing with it. That's the bull, man. Now, one of the biggest lies ever told was that it's all about being a real nigga. It's all about real nigga, man. Like, a real nigga is supposed to be loyal to the streets, down for whatever, always on go. But let's be real, your ass is going straight to jail. Do not pass go, do not collect $200. That's all you getting out the deal, man. That is all you getting out the deal. I don't care how you cut it. I don't care how you slice it. That real nigga shit is gonna get your ass in some real trouble and probably get you locked up for the longest. So, play the game at your own risk, man. Play the game at your own risk. You on some real nigga shit, like I said, stay away from me, because I know where you're headed. But when you ready to get on some real men, like, you don't have to do this shit by yourself, man. This shit, it can't be done by yourself, honestly. Honestly, man. Overcoming all the shit that's been placed on our shoulders as young black men, it can't be done alone, man. That's why I'm here talking to you. I'm here talking to you for one of the main reasons is to let you know I understand you and I'm here for you, man. Because I know it can't be done alone. You got too much stuff stacked against you. I know I came up in that environment. I came up in an environment where it was bullshit in the home. When you go outside, it's bullshit outside. And everywhere you go, it's bullshit. And just like I said, I didn't have the help. I didn't, you know what I'm saying, even realize that anything was wrong until later in life. When I realized how hard I was trying to be a real nigga and how I was crashing out trying to prove to motherfuckers that I'm real and trying to prove to motherfuckers, oh, you can't play with me or you can't disrespect me or you can't, all of that shit is bullshit. All of that shit is counterfeit. You will play yourself out of your freedom. You will play yourself out of your life trying to live up to some bullshit. And that's not what's up, man. It's not. It's not. I can't tell you. Like, who benefit from it? Who benefit? Who benefit from you being a real nigga? You know what I'm saying? Who would that? Who benefit from you throwing your life away? Who benefit from that? Who benefit from you throwing your freedom away, giving up your freedom and being locked in a motherfucking cage? That don't prove you hard. That really proves, you know what I'm saying, that you can't function, that you can't make it in the real world. That's all that proves. That's all that proves. There's nothing solid, there's nothing real about that shit right there. So, but a real man moves with purpose. A real man takes care of his responsibilities. Hold on just a minute. Gotta take a break. I'll be right back. I'm back with y'all. Sorry about that. But, like I said, understand, man. Like, I can't stress enough how serious this is, man. I'm seeing too many young brothers dying, man. I'm seeing too many young brothers going to prison. Make me hate to look at TV, look at the news. And the worst part about it is, I'm studying hearing the adults saying, "Oh, these youngsters out of control. I don't know what we're gonna do with these youngsters. You know, I don't mess with them youngsters and this to the third and this to the third. Like y'all alienating them even more, like they not ours, man. Like that, like they not ours. These somebody kids, man. These somebody kids. And I swear to God, I'm glad that people didn't do that to me. I'm glad that there were people out there that didn't do that to me when some of them did. Salute to all the people, you know what I'm saying, who refused to give up on me. And that's why I refuse to give up on these youngsters today, man, because I know people that didn't give up on me. I know a lot of people that did, and I salute them for that. I know a lot of people that said I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't make it to C21. I salute them for that. I outlived them. Because I had people that cared, man. Because I had people that believed in me. Because I had people that tried to give me the right information. And that's one of the main reasons I do what I do, man, because I have to give back. Somebody gave to me, and it wouldn't be right if I didn't try to give back and pass it on. So ask yourself, are you trying to be a real nigga, or are you trying to be a real man? Because only one of those will get you where you're really trying to go, man. Only one of them. If you're trying to go to prison, you trying to die early, real nigga it is. But if you're trying to stay positive, if you're trying to have something in life, if you're trying to build something long term, if you're trying, you know what I'm saying, to live your life to the fullest, I suggest, you know what I'm saying, you start focusing on being a real man and leaving them real niggas alone. Man. Leave them real niggas alone. Let me know something. Talk to me. Talk to me. Let me know something. Let me know you tuning in tonight. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know. Let me know. Hey man, one of the realest decisions we'll make in life is whether we are choosing to be leaders or whether we're choosing to be followers. And let me break this down to you. Everybody in life that was ever great started off as a follower. The difference between successful followers and failures is who you choose to follow. Who you choose to follow. That's going to be one of the key things, because I emulated my dad. I emulated, like I tell people, not my biological dad, but, you know what I'm saying, my dad who raised me. I emulated my dad. I wanted to be like my dad because I know he was suave. I knew he was stiff. I knew he stood on principles. And like they say nowadays, stood on business. You know what I'm saying? He knew the rules. He played by the rules. And it's like, that's who I looked up to. But like I said, he was in that street life. When I got out of that street life, you know what I'm saying? I had to find other people to look up to. When I got into business, I had to look at other people in business and look at people and say, okay, that guy's a successful businessman. Let me emulate him. Most of these guys these days, y'all want to follow the so-called hard niggas. Y'all want to follow the so-called gangsters. Or y'all want to follow the so-called dudes that got money, or the dudes that y'all feel got motion, as they say. Them motherfuckers lead you straight to the penitentiary, man. They lead you straight to the graveyard, man. So, are you going to be a leader or a follower? And if so, if you're going to be the eventual leader, who are you following right now that had the skills that you need to be a leader? Who are you following? Because your favorite rappers ain't doing it. These reality shows, these reality TV dudes, they not doing it, man. That's the bullshit. It's a bunch of real niggas out there. Y'all following these real niggas, you're going to end up real niggas. In order to make it, you need to find you some real men to follow. You need to find some real men to look at, talk to, see what they got going on, see the obstacles they overcome. You know what I'm saying? The stuff I talk to my kids all the time and try to explain to them obstacles that I've had to overcome in life. So when they get to those obstacles, they'll be ready. They'll be more, smarter about how they, deal with them. I try to put that on them all the time. So is the person that you following doing that? Is that person trying to lace you up with something real in life? Or is that person trying to get you to crash out and throw your life away? I've been a leader since day one, man, because my pops taught me that. My pops taught me that if I chose to get in trouble, I'm going to choose to get in trouble on my own, and I'm going to accept those consequences. I'm not going to allow nobody else to lead me into no trouble. I'm not going to allow nobody else to key me up. You know what I'm saying? Put no key in my back and push me out in traffic and let me crash out. That's not happening. The world wants you to be a follower, man. That's what this world is made up of. Look around. Everybody is following trends set by somebody else. Everybody is following, the latest music. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be streets. Why? Why? You know why they want you to be followers? Because a follower don't think for itself. A follower just acts. That's not being a real man, man. You have to think. That's number one. You have to be able to think for yourself, look at your choices, and make your own decisions that's best for you, man. Not best for nobody else, because the nigga will key you up. Oh, yeah, nigga, you soft if you don't do this, or you weak. That's why you won't. That shit is bullshit. A follower don't build, a follower don't lead, and a follower don't grow. He just follow whatever's in front of him, man. That's what they do. And where do they end up? You never know, because they don't even know where the hell they're going. A real leader knows where he's headed. He might not know how to get there, but he knows where he's headed, and he knows that it's a certain way to do it, man. It's a certain way to do it to get where you want to go. And I'm going to tell you, man, everybody want to cut corners now. You know what I'm saying? The game, you know what I'm saying, is get rich quick. That's the game. Get rich quick. Hit you a lick. Hit a play. Run a play. Where them niggas at, man? Where them niggas at that's hitting licks and running plays and all that? Them niggas might be on for a minute. I done seen them. They might be on for a minute, but when their ass come down, they usually come down hard, because karma is a motherfucker. Everything you do negatively, it will come back on you in some way, shape, or form. And I learned, you know what I'm saying? I learned early that from other people, it ain't got to come back on me per se. If I do something wrong, it could come back on those I love. It could come back on my kids. It could come back on my family. And that's not what's up. That's not no real man shit. A real man is not going to put himself in no position like that. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. See, what's up, man? Mr. Fuller, man, I see you, man. I appreciate you tuning in, man. I'm trying to talk to these youngsters, man. But a leader don't move with the crowd, man. A leader sees beyond the now. A leader moves with purpose, man. Just like I say, he know where he's going. He know where he's going. He know how he want to get there. Even if he don't know what it takes, even if he got to find out what it takes, man, he's on a mission. He has a purpose. That's one thing that us men have to realize in life, man. Think about it. Black men, God created us as leaders, man. From Adam, bro. He made Adam the leader. When he created woman, he created woman to be a helper to men. How is a woman going to be a helper to a man who doesn't know who he is, who doesn't know his purpose, and doesn't know where he's going, man? He made us leaders. And think about it. He made us leaders, but our women, the system, Everybody else is trying to make us into followers. That's what this whole system is designed to do, to emasculate us, to really cut off our manhood and make us bitches. Because then when we bitches and we followers, we not a threat to nobody but ourselves. We not a threat to step up, you know what I'm saying, and become the kings we are and take our rightful spots on the thrones. They don't want that. They don't want that. They want you to fuck off your life. They want you to catch a felony so you can't own a gun, so they can try to mess with your rights. They want you to do some shit so they can lock your ass up, you know what I'm saying, so they ain't got to worry about you no more. And give you a felony so you have trouble getting a job. You have trouble bettering yourself. Because the last thing they want to see is successful black men. Successful black families. And that shit start with us, black men. That shit start with our young brothers. Our young brothers have to see what it's like to be fucking kings, man. You can't teach them to be kings if we, you know what I'm saying, running around acting like fucking peasants. We can't teach them to be kings and respect themselves if we running around beefing, fighting, and killing each other, man. That's what they saw. That's what we showed them, gangster. And y'all know I ain't lying. All y'all so-called gangsters that ran back in the days with me, that's what it was about, nigga. It was about being hard. It was about slanging that iron. It was about repping that set. It was about being a real nigga. That's what they saw, nigga. That's what all these young niggas saw. That's what all these young niggas wanted to grow up and be. So don't act like you don't know how the fuck they got like that. They got like that watching your crash out ass. Watching my crash out ass. That's how they got like that, man. Let's keep it a buck. And the only way they gonna, know what I'm saying, get out of that, we gotta show them, we gotta be willing to admit to them that we fucked up. We got it wrong. We was schooled wrong. We did it wrong. That's why they in the fucking situation they in, because we showed them some bullshit. And how the fuck they gonna get out of it? We have to show them better. We have to show them better. Get off the bullshit about you don't know why they out there like that. Unless your motherfucking ass was on the porch or in the house, nigga, then you can say that. But I know the guys that watching me, y'all was outside. Y'all was outside. Y'all was outside partaking in the bullshit. We were outside. We was outside active. So don't act like we don't know why these boys out here active right now. Yeah, we were a little more structured. Yeah, but we were active. They not structured. That's why that shit is wild and foul. That's why. They not structured. They don't know the rules. They don't know the rules. Niggas telling them, you know what I'm saying, well, if we get caught in the car together and I got some dope and I just throw the dope on the floor, you know what I'm saying, in the car, and they ask us who it is, like, you supposed to just stay quiet, don't snitch. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's what they teaching these young niggas out here now. That's bullshit, nigga. All of it is bullshit. They teaching niggas how to crash out. And that shit is not what's up. Let me ask y'all something. Who are y'all following? That's what I want to know. Who are y'all following? Because I see these crash out ass OGs. I see these crash out. I see these, you know what I'm saying? I see these OGs who get a little knowledge and get a little woke, you know what I'm saying, and act like they better than y'all. Act like they didn't come from the same shit you came from. Act like they ain't been through the same shit you've been through. Act like you didn't play a role, you know what I'm saying, in the shit that they doing. This shit is ridiculous, man. This shit is ridiculous. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, the motherfuckers that's claim they got themselves together now, they don't understand nothing about the hood no more. The motherfucker that got a little knowledge, oh, well, this, that, my nigga, you come from that. You cut from that. Whatever you use to get you out of that mindset and get you to a new, higher mindset, utilize that, man, to help a child, man. Utilize that to help some of these young kings figure it out, man. Use that to help them figure it out, man. I'm working on shit right now, man, to try to take some of these youngsters under my wing, man, to help them avoid the bullshit that I had to go through. And if you went through some bullshit, which I know you did, you should, if you came out of that shit, you should be on, it's your duty, man. It's your duty. Think about that. We claim to be motherfucking kings, but what the fuck we do for the kingdom, man? What do we do for the kingdom, man? What we do? Besides destroy our women, You know what I'm saying? Fuck over our women, leave our women, you know what I'm saying, to raise kids by themselves. Leave our motherfucking kids out here by themselves. And run around here, you know what I'm saying, because you got some name brand shit on or a little bit of money in your pocket, acting like you square business. Oh, my nigga, that's whole shit. We got to get out of the whole shit. We got to stop showing these youngsters all this whole shit and expect them to do something different. No, man. No. Hell no. Leaders don't have to be the loudest, man. A leader, no. Leaders don't have to be the toughest. Leaders are the ones that put themselves in position to win. And bring others with them, man. Bring others. That's what kings do. Do you think kings create peasants? Do you think kings, you know what I'm saying, birth peasants? No, they birth other kings, man. They raise other kings, man. They try to uplift, you know what I'm saying, other people, man, to be kings, man. The more kings, the better. The more kings, the better, man. Because we ain't got to be beefing just because you're a king and I'm a king. We can partner, man, and be even more powerful. They don't tell you that part, though, because they don't want you to know that. They want you to focus on being a real nigga. They don't want you to be a real king, because a real king is powerful. A real king is surrounded by his kingdom, man, his family. You know what I'm saying? His friends, his extended family, his business associates, man. A real king is positive, and he is pushing positivity on everybody around him, man. So, which one are you, man? Which one are you going to be? Which one are you going to be? I don't care how old you are. You can make up in your mind right now that I'm going to be a leader, man. I'm not going to be a follower. And I'm going to find me somebody positive to teach me how to be a leader, to show me how to be a leader. Because that's what it's all about. If not, keep following. Follow a nigga to prison, follow a nigga to the grave. That's what's going to happen. That's what these niggas ain't telling you. Look at it. Look at your favorite rapper signing these other niggas, and these niggas study dying. You can't see that? Because they want to be like him. They want to be like the dude they get signed by. Oh, I've been looking up to the dude. He a rapper. He my favorite rapper. I wanted to be a rapper because of him. But now I get in the lifestyle, you know what I'm saying, and I see it's bullshit out here. Motherfuckers is dying behind making music. What kind of shit is that? And who gonna sign you to some shit like that? A fucking follower. Somebody that wants you to crash out. That's all, man. That's all. That is all. Let me reiterate, let me stress this to the fullest. You do not have to do this shit alone, man. You do not have to do this shit alone. You have help. Look closer. Look close around you. I know a lot of serious black women, man, that want the best for their sons. I know, you know what I'm saying, serious black women, you know what I'm saying, who don't want their sons to end up a statistic, man. Some of these motherfuckers are dumb as hell. They'll push them out there. I see a lot of these mothers pushing their sons to do shit. You know what I'm saying? If your son's selling drugs and you accept drug money from him, or you accept drugs from him, you're a part of the problem. You're a part of the problem. That's the one thing I can say, you know what I'm saying, about my mom. I didn't like a lot of stuff she did, but one thing she wasn't doing, she wasn't condoning, you know what I'm saying, no illegal activities, man. She wasn't condoning it because she didn't want to have to bury her child. Imagine that. Imagine, you know what I'm saying, your child selling weed and you getting weed from your child. You know what I'm saying? Imagine somebody robbing your child and killing your child for that weed. You play a part in it because you wasn't solid enough as a parent to say, that's not what you need to be doing. And I'm not going to support that shit. That's what you're going to do, stay away from me. Stay away from around me. I love you, but I know you better than that. I know you have more potential than that. That's not what you know what I'm saying, have to resort to doing. You too smart for that. Push that shit on your kids, man. Push your kids to do the right shit, man. Do not condone your kids and this negativity, man. And I swear, it's so many fucking parents on that page. Y'all know I ain't lying. Y'all know I ain't lying, because some of y'all know some. Some of y'all are some. Let's keep it real. If you don't give a fuck about you, man, give a fuck about these kids you brought in this world. Don't let them grow up, man, be airheads. Don't let them grow up to be crash outs. Don't let them grow up thinking that this street and this hood shit is what's hot. Don't, know what I'm saying? Don't let them grow up thinking that being a real nigga is what's up. That shit is not what's up. That shit is not what's up. So I beg of you, man, talk to your kids. Talk to your sons. Talk to your sons. See what's going on with your sons. If your sons can't talk to you as a mother, find a legitimate, positive male role model that your child can talk to, man. Because you don't know what your child is going through. You don't know what your child is struggling with. But I guarantee you, you don't want to get that phone call at 3 o'clock in the morning or whenever it is telling you that your child is no longer with you. It's too late then. It's too late then. When they call you and tell you, know what I'm saying, your son has been pronounced dead, your son has been shot down in the streets, or your son, know what I'm saying, is locked up right now facing murder or facing robbery or some shit like that and throw his fucking life away, it's too late then. It's too late then to say I did the best I could. You didn't do enough. I guarantee you. Because I know me as a child, I couldn't, know what I'm saying, condone. Like, I know I don't control my kid, but goddamn it, if they got in trouble right now, the grown ones, I'm gonna know what I'm saying, I played a role in that shit. It's something I could have did better. Don't be one of them parents, man. Don't be one of them parents, you know what I'm saying, with your child out here, you know what I'm saying, matter of fact, at 3 o'clock in the morning, you know what I'm saying, you getting that call. You, as a parent, that's on your ass, because you supposed to know where your kids at. And then we was in the house before the street light came on. That's how I know a lot of this shit that's going on out here with these youngsters today, it's a direct result of the fucking parents. Or lack of parenting. That's what it is. Because I couldn't have been out no motherfucking 3 o'clock. And then if they'd have found my ass, the police or somebody would have got my ass, I'd have told them to take me to jail. Because I know my mama wasn't going for that shit. My mama would have did me way worse than the police, nigga, for me to be out doing some shit at 3 o'clock in the morning. Let's keep it real, man. Let's keep it real, man. They are destroying, they are killing these black boys. Our black boys are killing themselves. They are locking their ass up. There is a target on the back of young black men. We all know this, so why the fuck we acting like we don't know what's going on? Why the fuck we acting like it's cool and ain't nobody doing nothing? I don't understand that. I do not understand. I would never understand that. I would never understand that. I know y'all youngsters feel like you got to figure it out on your own, man. I know that. I know that. I've been in that same situation where I felt like I didn't have nobody that understood. And you really probably don't, because most of the people around you, just like me, was damaged, you know what I'm saying, and institutionalized, as they say. But you can change, man. You can change. And just like I said, man, any young men, any parents, I'm here. Any parents with young black men, if you need a positive black male to talk with your child, you know, try to uplift your child, try to motivate your child, try to coach. I am a life coach, certified. And that's my goal, to help the youth, man. To help these young black males. So if you're a parent with a young black male and you want to help your son figure it out, go to IamTobyO'Neal.com, book a free consultation, man. It's easy. We can do it through video chat. Everybody has access to video chat nowadays. Phones have, like, we can do it through video chat. Eventually, I'm going to get out and start doing some stuff locally here in Shreveport to where we can come out and start meeting in person. But the thing is, let's do something about this shit, man. Let's do something about this shit before it's your child. I know you see all these other kids. I know as a parent, I dread it. When I see kids my age, that shit hurts. Because I know how close that comes to being mine. When I see shit happen in my neighborhood, when I see shit happen, you know what I'm saying, in the city, like, I know, man, that could have just as easily been my child that's not coming home to me no more. And that shit hurts, man. If it don't hurt, something wrong. Something wrong. So tonight, I want y'all all to do something for me. If this message hit home, if you're ready to make a change, drop a comment. Send me a message. Tap in. Because I don't just do no talking, man. I walk the walk. I don't do no talking, man. I walk the walk. And I'm here for y'all, man. I really am. I really am. Well, listen, man. We getting to the end of this hour. And I want to say much love and respect to everybody who tuned in. Hopefully this message struck home, man. Hopefully I reached some people with this message, man. Because I am sick and tired of seeing young black kings who don't make it. Who don't make it, man. Who don't make it. But anyway, man, like I said, we got to bring this episode to a close. But look, man, like, comment, share the video, and let's make a difference, man. Let's make a difference. Let's make a difference. Hopefully, I'll see you all next week on the P-Ave Perspective. But until then, man, stay focused and keep pushing, man. It get better. It get better, man. Peace. I'll see y'all next week.